Bioluminescence and its impact on animal life. Bioluminescence is defined simply as light produced by a chemical reaction within an organism. It's known as a cold light, which means that less than 20% of the light generates thermal radiation or heat. Most bioluminescent organisms are found in the ocean. These marine species include fish, bacteria, and jellies. Some bioluminescent organisms, including fireflies and fungi, are found on land. There are almost no bioluminescent organisms native to freshwater habitats. The chemical reaction that is required for bioluminescence to occur requires two unique chemicals, luciferin and either luciferase or photoprotein. Luciferin is the compound that actually produces light in the reaction. Luciferin and subsequently the ability to bioluminesce can be produced by organisms themselves. For example, dinoflagellates, more commonly known as plankton, are able to synthesize luciferin by themselves, which gives the blue-green light that's commonly seen when oceans sparkle at night. Other organisms acquire luciferin through various symbiotic relationships with others. For example, many species of fish obtain their luciferin from consumption of seed shrimp that have the chemical in their system, while some other organisms, such as squids, have a mutualistic relationship where bioluminescent bacteria live in their light organs. Bioluminescence is easy to confuse with fluorescence, which is also commonly seen among marine life. However, fluorescence cannot be controlled by the organism and is simply an absorption and then re-emission or reflection of light. For example, the glowing feature of highlighters is made by fluorescence and not by bioluminescence. Light emitted by bioluminescence has a range of colors which is controlled by the molecular arrangement of luciferin in that organism. For example, yellow in fireflies or greenish-blue in lanternfish and other sea organisms. In marine species, the common light emitted is on the green or blue side of the spectrum. This aids marine life, as the organisms found in that environment tend to be far more sensitive to that spectrum of light. Marine animals are simply unable to process yellow light, and thus it will never be found in the ocean. However, it is shown on land through fireflies. The ability to bioluminesce assists many organisms in their battles against natural selection. The ability to light up on command is used for a range of functions, including communication or distraction against predators. Going into some more detailed examples of bioluminescence. The Hawaiian bobtail squid is able to control its ability to light up and uses this power to evade predators. The bobtail squid gains its glowing ability through the symbiotic relationship with bioluminescent bacteria in its light organ. Being a nocturnal animal, many would see this ability as a hinder rather than an increase for their survival chance. However, the bobtail squid uses its lighting ability to match the amount of light in the water that shines from the moon and the stars above. Therefore, this ability to shine its individual light downwards eliminates a shadow that it would cast in the water. This therefore makes it much harder for predators to discover this little creature. Studies are currently being conducted to discover the full relationship between the squid and its bacterial friend, who currently share a mutualistic symbiotic relationship. Moving on to a land example, firefly is one of the most well-known bioluminescent organisms. Fireflies use their ability to bioluminesce to communicate and find sexual partners when mating season occurs. The mating process of fireflies involves the males flying in various patterns and waiting on replies from the females if they are chosen as a mating partner. The various species of firefly have different ways they use their glowing ability to communicate. For example, some male species show their interest by flying upwards and maintaining a steady glow while doing so, while others fly sideways. The intensity and light patterns also play a difference between the species of fireflies. And without the examination of the glowing patterns, it becomes very difficult to distinguish the individual species. A scientist by the names of James E. Lloyd was the first to discover this by creating a fishing rod type apparatus with a light on the end, as shown, to mimic the patterns and light signals. This was again shown in David Attenborough's National Geographic documentary titled Life That Glows. It shows that the ability to bioluminesce controls the whole species' ability to mate, and therefore their ability to reproduce and survive. Bioluminescence is an essential part of many organisms' lifestyle. The lighting ability improves the animal's fitness and survival rate by providing them with the advantages against predators. Looking closer at my examples, had the bobtail squid not had its glowing ability, its small size makes it simple prey to other marine life, and thus, without this advantage, it could easily become endangered or extinct.